And then they had the Nordic steering wheel, the brown Nordic steering wheel on it. But see, I can say back then Crippin was fun. Because again, when everybody get money, the big homies.
So you saying it's boring now?
I say it's boring now. Because Crips ain't outside.
Man, it is Crips outside. Nigga, I'm outside every day.
But I'll say, now us, we still old-fashioned Crips. We still hang outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still hang out. We still hang out on corners. We still throw gang signs at cars. You know what I mean? We still throw gang signs at cars. We still in our section in our park. But since the social media came in, people don't socialize.
That's they Crippin'. Them niggas watered down.
But I'm saying, let's say the difference between today and back then, everybody was outside. Wasn't no cable TV.
But in his generation now.
In my generation, we was outside too. Yeah, we didn't have no phones.
But rap music and being a rapper is way more
popular
now.
Yeah.
You go to functions, you go to events.
You go, like you say, the little homies, like I grew up, I looked up to the big homies. I look up to the motherfucking rappers.
You saying niggas look up to rappers?
A lot of dudes want to be rappers now.
That's on them. That's
but a lot of but they whole get down is entertainment. Like I told you
Most
earlier.
These rappers are snitches, so they want to be snitches.
No. Yeah. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, by a bit.
Them niggas telling like never before.
But a lot of I say this then. The rappers' version of the Crippin' make you say something that you really don't feel.
Like what?
Make you want a lot of attention, and you want to say a lot of shit like you rapping, and you want to do a lot of shows. Back then, it wasn't a lot of that because before, I tell my little homies that you only know your big homie Blue and my generation only under surveillance. You only know us under the camera. I grew up, it wasn't no camera.
Shit, nigga, I wasn't no cameras like
that.
No,
but I'm talking about today is only way you can convict
I was in the beeper area.
But I'm talking about only way you can convict it for a murder, that dude really had to come to court on you. Back then, it wasn't no I got you on a camera.
So don't think like y'all time was like y'all was more gangster than us. Y'all be like, oh, we got real killers back then. These was the real killers. Y'all niggas wasn't under the camera. Back then, you could shoot at a nigga right here on 51st, nigga, and stay right here in this park on Avalon.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Right now, that nigga get cracking right here. He be in jail by Monday.
But the same token is, other dudes were taking chances on us too.
That's understandable because y'all didn't have no cameras, so it's more leniency. Now, y'all scared of these cameras. Them same niggas that was gangster back then without them cameras, y'all scared of these cameras now, but it's some of these young wild niggas that don't give a fuck about this camera. That's gonna put on that hoodie K and come do their thing.
Yeah.
So you feel what I'm saying?
But
you can't say like, oh, y'all was way harder than us back then.
No, I was saying.
I think these young niggas now is way wilder. These young niggas don't give a fuck. They walking up on.
Also now you're getting a more extreme sentence.
Yeah.
In jail now.
Exactly. You get way more time. You can do a murder back then. You can do a murder back then. Do 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
But now.
Come on.
But so.
Right now, do a murder. Nigga,
so but that being said is, which is a blessing.
They just gave Eric Holder 60 years.
You ain't gonna
Dudes in your generation never got no 60 years.
Hell nah.
Shit,
very rarely.
Yeah, very rarely, but shit.
Nigga ain't got 60 left in him.
But 25 to life is a long time.
Yeah, 25.
25 to life. I got Big Blue. I got Big Blue, Slam.
Slim from Outlaws?
No, my homeboy Body Slam. Kiki. Big Lunatic, Lil Ray Dub. A lot of dudes been down. Big Lunatic been down since '88. Lil Ray Dub been down since '88.
Also, a guy from 88 Avalon Gardens named
Rackapone, he got stretched.
Turtle been stretched.
Yeah, Turtle been there for a long time. Big Bosco just got off of doing like 30 or some years.
Yeah.
So they were chipping them off. It depended what they were doing. They would get chipped off, but the difference is today, which is a blessing, people are still shooting. I'm not saying they're not, but when I was growing up, hearing guns fire in the mist was regular. You come outside and hear blah 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 blah. You can hear somebody on Central shooting from over here. You can hear somebody on Vernon shooting. You don't hear it like you used to hear it back then. You remember you grow up, you come outside and, oh, somebody shoot tonight. And somebody hood is beefing, you can sit on your front porch and listen to the gunfire go off.
Which is a good thing now because I think between, I'm going to say from 87 to 93, you know, the city averaged 1,000 murders a year.
Yeah. When I grew up banging, LA was the murder capital of the world.
Yeah.
When I grew up because
Niggas was killing.
Because the dope dealing made you
Just cracked.
No, it made you be able to buy more weapons.
Yeah.
From having that, from having that
hand to hand.
from having a 38 and a 12 gauge to have a 9mm and
Most
the
of these
AK.
gang wars is either over a bitch or some dope.
Yeah, most of them. Some of them is
Think about it. It's gonna be behind a bitch or some dope.
somebody trying to show off in front of some bitches.
Now,
It's some bitch or some dope. Either way it goes.
back to that original conflict between the Broadways and the faux trades. It started over a guy named Gangsta Lee. That happened in '79, a little bit before your time. But did you ever hear stories about how it started?
I heard it was over a football game at a football game.
Yeah.
And I think the dude who got killed was I think he was Rainbow and Chew, that they brother.
Yep.
But you know the five dudes in the four trades was close back then, so they was kind of almost I said the same game. From when I hear some Broadways come from four trades, or however they always had relationships back then in the day. So
I ain't never had a relationship with them dudes. None of them.
yeah.
Not one single one? Have you ever knew one when you was a kid in elementary school before pre-banging, and then y'all went different directions?
No.
Okay.
Because you know, by time
It was all the way segregated.
by the time the baby homies came, a lot of the hood got regentified. You know, so they was giving motherfuckers Section 8 and making the motherfuckers move to the IE. You know what I mean? So by the time a lot of homies came, we wasn't like back when I grew up, we was all neighbors. We all knew each other's families. And like I said over here, if my mama my mama 35, your mama 35, they knew each other because they all went to Jeff. It was only one high school over here. So from the Pueblos to the five trades, to the four trades, to the outlaws, 30 power rule, all of them went to Jeff. So a lot of our families knew each other from school. So, no, but at the time, Jeff was a blood school growing up. So that's why you hear the story when Sinbad and Four Trey say that he used to come get us to go over there and fight the Bloods at Jeff. I was one of the young dudes. Sinbad's come through in the van, like, cuz, go get out today. Me being a hyper kid, fuck it, come on. We jump in the van and wait till school let out. And we rushing the first Bloods we see coming out of school. So that was Crippin was fun because again, it wasn't always about the gunplay. It was about these dogs. I've been places where we used to be on Vernon, I remember the homies used to be on Vernon, and is that Crocker, that little food restaurant? Swan done jumped out on us in the van. And the gunplay didn't jump off, homies out there just squabbling. You know what I mean? It was more of your heart. It was like more hand-to-hand combat jumped off than it straight out shooting all the time. So you had to really show your heart and get your ass to the street and hold your own.
Now, you probably came up with guys that were from the blood side when you was in elementary school. But you had to have met guys pre-blood, pre-crip.
Well,
what elementary did you go to?
It's funny you say that because, you know, I went to Main Street, right, with the Broadways. And all I knew was Crip from this side, right? So my mama and them and my stepdaddy, they moved on the east. They moved on 49th, between Central and Hooper, right? So always went to my grandmama church on 48th and McKinley, and I remember always seeing the senior citizen building on Central. So I knew I was close to home, but I didn't know the boundaries. So by me moving over there, they had to check me into Hooper Elementary School, right? So in the midst of us moving over there in the summer, and I'm up here at the park playing baseball for the park. And I never forget, man, we having baseball drills, and the homie Big Killer D walking through the park, and the coach knew Killer D. So Killer D came over there to talk to the coach. But when I seen Killer D, this dude light skinned,
Killer D's alone. He's like the ideal Crip.
had the gold hair pointed down the middle with the golf hat on, like my golf hat on, hair hanging down, with the Batman coat, the cascade with the Batman on the back, the all black khakis with the crayons, the black with the kind of black suede with the orange heel in it. I was like, he fresh. That's the first time I seen a Crips with swagger. So in school, my mama took me school shopping. I already knew what I wanted. Cause I seen the homie wear that outfit. So my mama took me to the surplus builder sale. I got me some khakis, some blue, black, and gray khakis, the same Batman coat, and I had the black crayons, and I had the beige crayons. So my mama checked me in the Hooper Elementary car. I'm at Hooper Elementary, we get checked in, my mama talking to people at the desk, right? It's two boys that's sitting in the office. I didn't know these kids were gonna get swatted by the principal. But then the kids would get to swat you. I'm sitting there with my mama, right? My mama talking. The two dudes looked at me. They said, like, where you from? Now I'm in the 4th grade. He said, where you from? I looked at my mama behind me, in front of me, my mama back turned. I looked at them niggas. I gave up the Crip. You had to bring it around and cuff it. You know what I mean? We bring them up and cuff this Crip. My nigga. It was cracking at that school after that.
So you went to a gangbanging
elementary school. See, back we say Broadways and Summer Fire Trade, the 501 Bumperjacks at Main Street. But at Hooper was the Villas and the Pueblos.